Welcome back. Tonight in the house I have women, and if you're just joining us, this is your take. I'm Marius Kemboy, and it comes to you live from Hotel Goshen here in Eldoret. Women in the house tonight, I have Honorable Sarah Lubano, who is going for an MCS seat in Kwanza Ward, that is in Trans Nzoia County. Honorable Frida Mengich is going for an MCS seat also in Ainapko Ward, that is in Uasin Gishu County, and Honorable Mother Ouma, who is going for an MCS seat in Matisi Ward, that is also in Trans Nzoia County. Before we went for the break, Waheshimiwa, we were talking about how you will empower those people. And there is one thing that has been facing the county governments to the extent people were losing their lives. The nurses and doctors strikes. Mheshimiwa Sarah, if you get to the county assembly, are we going to see the doctors and nurses of Trans Nzoia County going for strikes?
Yeah. Doctors and nurses. What about the teachers are not county?
Yeah. Because I know you are going for the legislation of the county government,
yes,
and you are the people who are going to make laws that govern the devolved sectors. That is why I'm precise to doctors and nurses.
Okay. Well, once I'm elected to the county, I think I'll have to make sure that I have to prepare a bill so that these particular doctors and nurses are paid by the central government. Because me seeing them being paid by the county government, it's like bringing them down, like belittling them. It's like they are not being served well, because now if they are paid by the central government, I'm sure always they'll have what they are looking for. But because of the county government, and the county government doesn't have a lot of money to go paying the well-paid workers like the doctors, when I get to the county, I'll make sure that at least they just go back to the central government. And
talking still in the health sector, do you have enough health facilities in Kwanza Ward?
Oh, no. In my ward, we have about five dispensaries, and those 5 dispensaries there are no medicine in those particular dispensaries. In fact, that is one of the reasons why I thought, why can't I, as a leader in this particular area of mine, just go into politics and make sure that the people that I'm serving in this particular area, you begin with your small place. So in my area, we don't even have a dispensary, we don't even have a cattle dip, we don't have these major services that the MCA offers. And therefore, when I started, that was one of the things that pushed me out to venture into politics. Now, when I went all over the world, I found the problem was just one and the same. Most places don't have dispensaries, and those that have do not have any drugs in them. We have been going to the neighborhood. There's BD ward in my neighborhood. There is where, when we just cross the river and we go for treatment. Sometimes when we want even better treatment, we have to travel for about 10 kilometers to 20 kilometers to get treatment in another dispensary in another ward. But in my own ward, we don't have medicine from the time of 2013 up to now. No medicine.
If you're given that chance, will you make sure that the dispensary that are there are equipped?
Oh yes, because I'll have to license with the Ministry of Health all the time, visiting that ministry to make sure that I have enough medicine in my dispensaries, because my people also need services. My people also need to get those services to be happy that they are also taxpayers. So I'll just make sure visiting Ministry of Education in the county to give me the medicine. And I'll be very, very aggressive.
Mheshimiwa Mengichi, we've seen nurses going for strikes and doctors, and more so Uasin Gishu County holds one of the largest hospitals in Kenya, that is Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. When you get to the county assembly, will we still see that continue, that nurses are on the streets every year, come in, come out?
No. Since in Ainapkoi Olare Ward, we have almost 10 dispensaries. Since you know Ainapkoi Olare Ward is the biggest. Yes, for these nurses and doctors to be every time striking, if elected, I'll make sure their needs be helped. Yeah, through I will liaise with the county. Yeah, to help these nurses and doctors to reach their needs. Yeah, because they are doing a lot of work. In our dispensaries, we don't have medicines. So whereby people travel all along from Ainapkoi Olare Ward to Moi Referral. Whereby again you find nurses are on strike again. So I'll make sure that that thing will never come back to Ainapkoi Olare Ward anymore. Yes.
And did you make any concerns, given that those dispensaries, the dispensaries you're talking about,
Yeah.
you're saying they don't have enough medicine?
Yes.
Did you raise any concerns to the leadership in place?
I'm yet to, because you know, since I'm still trying to find votes to be elected as their MCA, so since I will, in case that I will be elected, yeah, I will have to. Yeah.
Okay. Mheshimiwa Martha, Trans Nzoia County, will we see them along the streets?
Let me first compliment the county governments for what they have done. Because one of the things, we know health is a serious ministry. And when it was brought to the county governments, I'm sure, and because the 5 years, to me it was a trial. And the governors tried their best to do what they did. So I'm hoping the next 5 years which are coming, things will not be the same. Because right now, at least people are knowing what is supposed to be done in the counties. So these 5 years, to me in Trans Nzoia County, because my governor has tried. We are building one of the biggest referral hospital. It's not complete, but I'm believing that in the next maybe 1 or 2 years, it will be complete. So I'll support the governor first to complete that referral hospital, which has at least a good number of beds. And when it is complete, and with good MCS in the county, I'll make sure the bills will be passed well, to make sure that there are drugs in the hospitals and the doctors and nurses are paid. I'll do my best to convince my fellow MCS to pass good bills.
Exactly. And do you have enough health facilities in Matisi Ward?
Matisi Ward is in town. So the level 5 hospital is at least near. That ward also is the one, the referral hospital is being built. And we have clinics which don't have medicine. That is one thing. And I want to be sure. The governor is not my friend as such, but I'm sure he has done something. And in the next 5 years, I'll try my best to make sure those hospitals have some medicine. Yes.
Getting out of the health sector, let me get into the basic of a living for every human being, the early childhood education. What is your program? Because that is a role for the county government, and you being a teacher, Mheshimiwa Sarah, you must have something touching those kids. What is your program for the early childhood education?
Thank you very much, Mr. Kemboy. In fact, that is also one of the items that pushed me into politics. In my school that I'm coming from, we have 2 classes of ECD. Time immemorial, since I joined that particular school in 1994, we just have we still have that
muddy classrooms.
The mud thatched classrooms. The 2 of them are still muddy. Even nowadays, they have stopped repairing and making them look good because they are tired. So one of the things, the first thing I'm going to do is to put the ECD classes in all the schools that are missing. Of course, some of the schools, they have them, but most of the schools, they don't have ECD classes. So I will have to construct all the ECD classes in the schools that are missing. And not only to construct, because an MCA is supposed to construct and also put this play items,
playgrounds,
these play items that children are supposed to use to play with. So they are supposed to make sure that if every ECD has those play items. So I will also have to equip those that are already built. I will equip with those. I'll equip those ECDs with the play items. Those that are not constructed, I'll have to construct within the first 2 years. That every primary school will have an ECD.
Specifically, being a teacher and being a mother,
Honestly,
how long will you take to do that when you get a chance to be in the county
that is
assembly?
what I've told you. Within the first 2 years, all the primary schools in my ward will have ECD classrooms and play items in those particular ECD classrooms.
Mheshimiwa Mother, what are you planning for these young children, the early childhood education?
Okay, thank you. For the first 5 years, the county government has at least constructed some classes for ECD. In every school, I think when I've gone round, I've seen 2 in every school. Some of them are not complete, others are complete. When I go to leadership, one of the things I'll do, I'll make sure those classes are complete. And then number 2, because in my ward there is a lot of poverty, I'll make sure there is a feeding program for the small children, and especially in baby class and nursery. I'll make sure there's a feeding program for them, because most of them come to school and they have not taken anything at home, and they cannot learn when they have nothing in their stomachs. So I'll get at least some money to make sure there is food for those kids. When they go to school, at least they can get lunch for themselves. Yes.
So how long will they expect the feeding program to kick off when you're in the county assembly?
Thank you. There's a development fund for the MCA. And one of my serious projects is to eradicate poverty in my ward. And because as an MCA, I have a right to get the projects I want being implemented in the county government because of the funds for development. That will be one of the things I'll do in my first year when I get that fund.
Mheshimiwa Mengich, being a lecturer, you know you get the ready-made, but there is that foundation, the early childhood education. What are you planning for them? As much as you've dealt with those who are already matured.
Okay, thank you. In this, in Ainapkoi, Olare Ward, the public schools which I have visited, most of the schools have classrooms for ECD, baby, middle, and top class, 3 classes. But some, they have 2. In this, even if they have buildings, classrooms, they don't have desks. You find 5 children using 1 desk, whereby they are squeezing even when they want to write. They don't have a space. Some they are standing so that they can get a place to write on. So for me, I think what I will do, I'll make sure that these classrooms are equipped and they have enough desks and learning materials, because you find charts in the wall, they don't have. So, and also lack of teachers. Yeah, you find in most of the ECD classes, their madams are just a Form 4 leaver, whereby she has not joined any training, and you find teaching. So I'll encourage these madams and men peer, that to join, to go for a training, school-based. They can join for school-based so that when the school is closed, they can go and get their education. Thirdly, you know, most of these teachers for ECD, they are not well paid, sincerely speaking. They depend on what the parents are paying for their children. So you can find in one school whereby you 20, maybe 20 are for top class, 10 in middle, and 15 in baby class. And these are 3 teachers. Do you expect them to get how much? Yeah.
Okay, getting out of that, Mheshimiwa Sarah, you decided to join politics, and the thing that happened recently is that when you are deciding, we had over 200 plus salary for an MCA. Now it is 144,000 for an MCA. Will we see a bill, and will you be part of that team that will pass that bill within 10 minutes that MCAs be increased salaries?
Yeah, personally, the reason why I joined politics, I've already mentioned some of the items that were missing in my ward that actually pushed me into moving into politics. So that means it is a service I want to render to the people. It's not actually a salary that I'm looking for. But when that time comes, if the majority thinks that they are supposed to pass the bill, well and good, we shall do it. But otherwise, as an individual and me as a person, what pushed me into it was just a service to the people. And that is all I want to do.
Mheshimiwa Mengich?
Okay, thank you. To me, to fight for this seat for MCA, it was not because of salary. I want to give services to my people. Because all the past years, they have been in challenges, whereby you find leaders are greedy. They are after money. They don't care about the needs of the people in the community. So for me, if the majority will say that there must be an increment for salary, it's well and good. But for me, if as an individual, I'm not worth the salary.
Mheshimiwa Martha?
I think my ladies have said it. I've not gone to politics because I'm looking for a job. I have my things to do. I have my businesses. So I'm going to politics for leadership. And I want to make sure the people on the ground get their rightful share in the county. That bill for increment of salaries, I think I will not be part of it because we are going there to serve. Thank you.
Okay, let me begin with Mheshimiwa Mengichi. Your final remarks. My director is telling me you're already out of time. Look at that camera, talk to the people of Ainapko, Olare, and of course, as we wind up.
Okay. My people, Ainapko, Olare ward, it's my prayer that you elect and do election and the campaign in peace. I will work with you hand in hand so that we achieve the best. We are the stakeholders of our ward. Being your leader, I will do as much as I can to serve you, my people. We will never have a divisive politics nor corruption in our ward. Thank you so much, people of Ainapkoi Olare ward, for your continuous support and prayers. Thank you. May the Lord bless you.
Thank you. Mheshimiwa Mother, talk to the people of Matisi and tell them the happiness that you have.
Thank you. The people of Matisi ward, I want to first thank all of you for your support. For the past months, I've been together with you, and even for the remaining 19 days, I also need your support. One of the things I want to say is Trans Nzoia is the food basket of Kenya, and I want to make Matisi ward the food basket of that county. And I will protect you to make sure you are really the food basket of Kenya, not the most poor people in the county. Thank you very much for being with me. And I want to say, please give me a chance to lead you, and you'll see a difference in the next 5 years. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Waheshimiwa, for honoring our call tonight. And I wish you all the best. Go for that. And if you get the seats, kindly we call you back. Please, on our calls, don't say, I'm Waheshimiwa now, siwezi enda. Tafadhali, I believe you will be humble like the way you are now to on our calls, and we will talk to the people of Kenya from your respective words. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much. This has been your tech, and it has been coming to you live from Hotel Goshen here in Eldoret. And tonight I've been hosting these women from Trans Nzoia and Uasin Gishu County. I've been hosting Honorable Sarah Lubano, who is going for an MCS seat in Kwanza ward, that is in Kwanza sub-county, Trans Nzoia County, and Honorable Frida Mengich, who is going for an MCS seat in Ainapko Yolara ward, in Ainapko constituency, that is in Uasin Gishu County, and of course Honorable Mother Ouma, who is going for an MCS seat in Matisi ward in Saboti sub-county, that is in Trans Nzoia County. Till next time, from everybody who has made this program a success, it is a good night from us all. God bless. I'm Marius Kimboi.